You know, it's amazing, guys. I had time to reflect today, and I'm still reflecting on this crazy, crazy journey that God has had me on my entire life. And even after I became aware of who He was, when I was 20 years old, I realized that God is a God of change. God changes you from glory to glory every step of the way to become more like Jesus, to become more like Him. And when I look back now, like on all the work He's had me doing, and even all the work that I'm doing now with semen retention, I'm just like, gosh, God, like, we have been through a lot. But not only that, it's when you're on semen retention and you're following God, you kind of come to a place where you literally have to let everything go, everything you thought you knew about yourself, your whole identity, and let Him completely cleanse everything about you to where it's like you have no identity for a split second, and then He starts to tell you who you are. And in those moments, change can sometimes feel scary for people, but I love change. Like, I love the fact that I can evolve into something greater than who I was before. And I just love that whole process. It's like when you see transformations of people working out, before and after, say they were really overweight, and then bam, they're all chiseled and jacked, and they got, 6 abs, and they got muscular arms. Like, that transformation is so amazing. And those are the types of transformation that God does for us. But a lot of it starts mostly, internally first. It starts in the spirit, the mind, the body. All of it has to change. All of it has to transform. And I honestly got to say that if you've been walking with God for a while, and you say you walk with God and you haven't changed at all, I wonder if you really, really even are walking with God, doing the work, getting to know Him, because anyone who really knows God will change and transform with Him, period. And so if you're not changing and you're not evolving, I'm here to challenge you to see why you aren't. What's holding you back, because God is calling you to level up. And I'm going through this again right now, even on semen retention, where I'm going through a whole new identity shift. I'm letting go. I finally, you experience almost like God surgically removing people that you slept with, their contracts. He like snips off the contracts, because that happens as you continue to retain. You eventually become pure again. After 13 years, you do become pure again. And granted, I'm only going to be in my second year, but man, when you're working with God, this thing accelerates. And so I'm going through now a new identity shift, because like the past 2 days, I felt like I was dying. I felt like kind of like depressed, but not really, but grieving. And I realized that I'm grieving my old life, an old life that I had, because the beginning of this year, God told me to let go of the last person in my family that was holding me back from accomplishing His purpose. And I did. And honestly, it was the best feeling in the world, because now I have no one, I'm not obligated to anyone or anything except God. And that is the most freeing, the most incredible feeling anyone could ever have. You have no obligations to anyone but God. And going through this year now without anyone except Him is amazing, because God shows Himself to be loyal, trustworthy, reliable, everything. And now going through a new identity shift that doesn't involve anyone from my family is different. It's sad, but it's part of the, you're letting go of who you used to be, but now you're becoming someone even better. So it's like a joyful, grieving. You're sad, but you're also excited because something new and better is on its way. And always trust God when you go through these seasons, because it always happens. It's always repeating itself. God is, always repeating those cycles. You're always leveling up, especially if you're spending time with Him, renewing your mind in His Word. You'll start to see how your life levels up in so many different ways. I mean, there's going to be things that you see that no other human being will ever see. Only things that God will reveal to you through His Spirit. And I'm just here to let you know that the change is okay, man. I love change, and I'm here to encourage you guys to change and evolve into the person that he wants you to be, and to not be afraid. Like, just trust him. You know, he'll build that relationship with you to the point where you do trust him. And now I'm just ready to fly. I'm just ready to let him do what he needs to through semen retention, because I feel him breaking through strongholds, you know, that were entangled on me after having sexual relationships with certain people. And he's breaking off those strongholds, and I'm just so grateful and so thankful for this whole process on semen retention, and just the benefits, the change that's going to happen as I continue on this journey. I'm excited to see who I become, you know, and how I evolve with God. And so, guys, I'm here to encourage you guys on your journey. Keep pushing, keep doing what you need to do, and type in the comments below, I'm not afraid, you know, if you're ready for that change, you know. And so, guys, I am sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.